First of all, breathe. I'm here, listening to you.
Will you ever truly choose yourself? Have you ever stopped just for a second to listen to the echo of your own silence? How many times have you hidden behind a smile while inside you were screaming for shelter? How many times have you left it for later while you were running to save everyone except yourself? Your chest gets tired, you know? This emptiness that no one sees, this invisible wound that insists on breathing low every night. She calls you inside, but you pretend not to hear. Be silent now. Look inside. Feel your body asking for rest, your mind begging for shelter. Not all strength makes noise. Sometimes strength is staying, is continuing to breathe when the world demands that you forget. How much longer are you going to carry everything alone? Isn't it time to choose yourself slowly, without guilt, without rushing? I know, it seems selfish, right? But selfishness is abandoning yourself. It's keeping quiet when your silence deserves a voice. Your heart is also a home. Take care of it. Welcome what was forgotten inside. Allow yourself for a moment to be a priority in your own life. Not everything needs to be rushed. Breathe. Come back to yourself, because within you lives a strength that the world will never understand. This video is your shelter, your echo, your whisper of hope when everything weighs too much. Stay here. Let this voice remind you that choosing is not escape, it is survival. And if your chest tightens, remember, you don't need to save everyone, but you need to save yourself, little by little, at your pace, in your silence. And breathe. This whisper is just the beginning. Choosing yourself slowly can be the silent turning point your heart needs right now. Every word here is a reminder. Your silence matters, your strength too. Leave a trail of this hug. Press like. Spread this hope, and it stays. This voice awaits you whenever your chest asks for shelter. Sign up. Come back inside. Come back to you. There's a silence. In there, I know. A silence that no one hears, but that slowly consumes you, as if every piece of you was donated to someone, and nothing came back inside. It's an echo of everything you do, of everything you endure in silence, of everyone you hold on to keep from falling, while you yourself are falling apart inside. You care, embrace, resolve, clean up the whole world's mess. But who cleans up yours? Who picks up the pieces you scatter in your rush to save everyone? It's strange, isn't it? Being too strong, even when everything inside you is asking for rest. You smile, make jokes, say everything is fine. But when you lay your head on the pillow, your chest seems to talk to itself. It hurts. It hurts not because of what's missing on the outside, but because of what's left inside. An emptiness that no one sees. An invisible wound that no one cares for. How many times have you taken a back seat in your own life? How many times have you promised yourself that tomorrow would be different, but tomorrow arrived the same? You keep postponing your dreams, your rest, your peace, because you think that if you stop, everything will fall apart. And maybe it will collapse, but you know what collapses first? You. Your body gets tired, your mind screams, your silence weighs, and nobody sees, nobody understands the weight of carrying the world and still smiling. You learn to pretend that everything is fine, because admitting that you're tired seems like weakness. But it isn't. Weakness is abandoning yourself every day. It's turning your back on your own voice. It's forgetting that your chest is home and an empty house echoes. How much longer will you let this echo swallow who you are? How long will everyone fit inside you except you? Look inside now. Feel this emptiness. Breathe it, because you can no longer sweep under your chest what hurts every night. You deserve to be a priority on your list of broken promises. You also need a lap, a hug, a silence that rests not that weighs you down. And I know there's fear in there, fear of being called selfish, of disappointing those who have learned to always see you as strong. But courage is not about holding on to everything. Courage is about letting go of what isn't yours. It's like saying, I can't handle it today. Today I choose myself, slowly, without guilt, without rushing to do everything again. Allow yourself to feel what was hidden. Welcome your own embrace. Not everyone will understand, but whoever really matters stays, and whoever stays learns to truly see you. Your silence is also a voice. Your emptiness is also strength. Your pause is also care. And maybe you don't realize it now, but every time you choose yourself, even just a little bit, something inside you heals. It's subtle, it's light, it's silent, but it's real. So while this echo lives there, let this voice remind you, you are home, not a dumping ground for other people's clutter. Breathe it in. And if this message makes sense, make it resonate with someone else. Press like, spread this strength. Subscribe here, because every time your chest screams, this whisper awaits you. And remember, there's still more to come out of here. There's still more to be born inside you. And breathe. Let your chest make room for everything that's been bottled up inside. Not all pain needs to be swallowed. Not all silence needs to become a prison. You know, sometimes we're so afraid of disappointment that we forget. We deserve care too. You don't need to be everyone's shelter if you don't know how to be a shelter for yourself. How many times have you silenced your exhaustion so as not to weigh anyone down? How many nights have you lain in bed wanting to be held, but covered yourself with feigned courage? There's a world inside you begging for a break, begging to exist without haste, without demands. And I know how. It's strange to think about yourself when everyone taught you that love is giving yourself until you're finished, but breathe. You're not here to end up inside. You're here to begin again from the inside out, slowly. It is in silence that your strength resides. It is in this emptiness that seems to ache that a space is born to welcome yourself. Your chest is home, remember? And home needs care, time, a small faith that grows slowly. You don't need answers now. You just need to allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to miss yourself, to want to be still, to have the courage to say no. Allow yourself to not be available to everyone when your body begs for rest. Allow yourself to exist without rushing to fix what isn't yours. Silence the noise from outside. Listen to your heart beating slowly, remembering that it's still here, even tired. It's still here, steady, holding your world, but asking you to hold it too. Breathe again. And remember this, no one will take care of your silence if you don't learn to listen to it first. Stay here with me. There's still more to come. Out of there. I know. It seems selfish to say, I can't handle it today. But it's not. It's courage. It's care. It's the kind of love almost no one teaches. Choosing yourself first, at least once in your life. It's strange, isn't it? We grow up hearing that love means giving up everything, that those who think of themselves are cold, distant, selfish. But no one tells you that this love of giving everything without holding anything back also makes you sick. No one warns you that giving too much also bleeds inside, silently, without anyone noticing. You deserve a hug too. You deserve a break. You deserve to be chosen by yourself, before any promises you make to others. And there's no need to be ashamed of that. There's no need to explain yourself. Those who need to understand, understand. And those who don't understand, perhaps they've never looked at their own emptiness, so they don't know how heavy the silence of those who carry the world is. Let me remind you of something now. Your chest is also a home, and a home needs care. An open window, a breeze blowing in, a floor swept clean of guilt and messes that aren't yours. And I know, you've learned to say yes to everything. You've learned to always be there, ready to listen, to help, to hold the other person. But who holds you? How many times have you wanted to ask for help, but held back your tears, took a deep breath, smiled to avoid worrying, and so you pile up silences, harbor resentments, and accumulate a weariness that no one sees? At night you lie down, and your chest still stays awake, and no one notices, because for everyone you're strong. Too strong to need to stop, too strong to admit that you're afraid, longing, angry, wanting to disappear just for a little while to see if anyone truly misses you. I know it hurts to carry all this in silence. I know it hurts not to be truly seen, not to be heard as you deserve. But breathe, because here, now, you don't need to hide it. You don't need to make yourself bigger than the pain. You don't need to shrink your tears to fit anyone's expectations. You can just exist the way you are, with this chest full of scars that no one understands, but that still beats, still insists, still has the strength to carry on. And it's this strength that makes me tell you, you're not selfish for saying, "I can't right now." You're not cold for choosing yourself. You don't abandon anyone when you decide not to abandon yourself anymore. Your silence matters. Your rest is sacred. Your embrace is yours too. You can give it now without asking anyone's permission. Allow this pause. Allow yourself to be silent without having to justify yourself. Allow yourself to close the door to those who only know how to knock to ask for more pieces of you. And if fear comes, because it does, embrace it too. Fear is not the enemy. Fear is just a warning that you're leaving a tight old place that no longer holds who you're becoming. And this person you're becoming, this person will learn to be a shelter for themselves. They'll learn not to ask permission to rest. They'll learn not to carry baggage that no longer fits. So stay, be silent, breathe slowly, and remember, there's still more path for us to forge together from here. There are still words to heal your silence. There's still a hug for this emptiness to learn to breathe lightly again, slowly, one step at a time. You will learn to look at yourself without guilt, without that weight that makes you believe everything needs to be resolved at once. You will feel in your heart that you don't need to rush to find yourself. Those who choose themselves slowly discover that shelter isn't built outside, it lives within. You will realize that choosing yourself isn't abandoning anyone. It's no longer abandoning yourself on the brink of empty promises. It's saying to your invisible wound, "Calm down, I see you, I care for you, I stay with you." Not all strength makes noise. Sometimes strength is just the silence that no one understands, but that keeps your world standing when everything threatens to collapse. Strength is also saying no. It's closing your eyes, taking a deep breath, and rejecting the weight that isn't yours. It's holding your own voice, even when it trembles with fear of disappointing. And I know choosing yourself is almost a shock for those who have always learned to come last. But look what happens when you choose yourself first. Calm arises where there was once haste. Hope arises where there was once exhaustion. A small but firm faith arises that your heart deserves rest. Breathe this. Your heart is also a shelter, not a repository of guilt, of broken promises, of silences left unsaid. Slowly, you will feel that this emptiness that scares you is just a new space to begin again. It's like a light rain that washes the yard after so much mess. It's like the wind that comes through the window when you open everything to vent this pain that no one sees. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. Not everyone will understand your silence, your pause, your absence, when you choose to be still and listen to yourself. But those who truly matter will learn to respect. Those who truly love don't demand presence when their heart needs absence to rebuild. Embrace it. Embrace this small hope that slowly builds. Allow yourself to feel this embrace that springs from within, even when the outside world demands haste. You can say no without fear of losing those who shouldn't abandon you. You can ask for a hug. You can rest. Your silence is strength, not weakness. Your echo is a sign of life, not loneliness. Learn to breathe within yourself without getting lost in everyone else's chaos. Learn to be at peace with your inner noises. Learn to be your own shelter when the rest of the world forgets to be. And when fear returns, because it always does, remember that you've been through nights too dark to give up now. You deserve this embrace. You deserve this welcoming silence. You deserve to be yours before anyone else's. It's in small steps, in small care, in the faith of someone who knows that within them lies more strength than the world imagines, that you will gradually heal. You will return within, you will dwell within yourself, you will choose your own calm. Without shouting, without begging, just staying, just breathing, just existing. Today, just rest within yourself. Close your eyes for a moment. Let the weight of the day slowly drain away while your chest finds a place to breathe. You don't need to solve everything now. You don't need to answer to those who demand more than they deliver. You don't need to open the door to those who only know how to enter, to disrupt your silence. Return within. Return to your own voice, the one you stifled for so long so as not to disturb, so as not to frighten those who always awaited your unwavering strength. Your chest also cries, but your chest is also a shelter. And when you stop, even if only for a moment, you realize that the silence that frightens you so much is the same one that can heal you. Choose to stay with yourself. Choose to stay in your own embrace, in that echo that no one hears, but that you need to hear. Sometimes all your heart asks is that you don't leave it talking to itself. Allow it to be your lap. Allow it to be a pause in the midst of the rush that pushes you out of yourself. You are home, remember? Home that deserves care, cleanliness, rest. Home that deserves open windows, a gentle breeze, light entering where before only darkness lived. It's not selfish to close the door from the inside and say, "Not today. Today, me. Today, my silence, my strength, my small but mine faith. Today, only your echo matters. And when guilt comes, because it comes, it always does, embrace it too. Tell it there's no more room for mess, that within you now lives hope. A gentle hope that whispers in your chest, stay. There's still more. Tell us in the comments which part of this whisper embraced you today. Sometimes a small word finds such a powerful echo within us. Sometimes it's all that keeps us going when our chests threaten to collapse again. Your silence deserves to be heard here too. Each of your outbursts can be a shelter for those who breathe the same emptiness, for those who carry the same invisible wound, without the courage to reveal it. Right, let it out. Let this space be your home too. Because here, your silence doesn't weigh, it finds a home. And spread this message to those who have also forgotten themselves along the way. Everyone carries someone inside their heart who lives last in line. Everyone knows someone who smiles brightly but cries in secret, who holds the world together without anyone to hold it back. So carry that echo to more hearts. Let that hope reach where fear dwells, where guilt screams, where strength pretends to have no limits. Multiply that embrace, because sometimes what we keep silent is exactly what the other person needed to hear to keep going. Breathe. There is still much to be born within you, much to blossom slowly, much to silence the noise from outside. Your chest is shelter, your voice is strength. Your silence is a whisper of hope when everything outside seems too much. Come back here whenever the weight is too much. Your space is saved. There is still more silence to heal, more echo to embrace, more small faith to remind you. You are home. You are a lap. You are your own refuge. If that whisper has found shelter in there, come closer. Subscribe to the channel to receive each new word that will heal your silence. And if you've made it this far, leave a comment. I choose to stay with me, so I know that your chest heard everything, and that slowly you are also learning to choose yourself. Stay here. There is still much silence to heal together, much hope to blow slowly. Your shelter is still here whenever you need it.